We're known for Abraham Lincoln, and he died a long time ago. I barely knew him. But I'm going to share something first, because I feel like you guys would understand. Okay, get this. Somebody called me the other day instead of texting me. Disgusting. Don't force oral upon me. Be more respectful. Alright? Phone calls are very personal. So if you want to call me, you need to get my consent first. But at the very least, give me a heads up before you start ramming your voice into my ear. Alright? But the person who called me, as soon as the phone stopped ringing, they texted me and said, "Hey, I just tried calling you." I know what you just tried to do, sicko. My mom used to stop doing that. Speaking of phones and perverts, I got a dick pic the other day. Thank you again, sir. What I like to do with dick pics is I save them, and then when another guy sends me a dick pic, I reply with what I have in my inventory. Didn't know that, did you? Guys don't like that. Thought we were playing a game of war. Another thing my friends and I like to do with dick pics is we trade them like baseball cards. Okay. Currently, I'm trying to trade my shrinky dinks for the coveted black python. Now, for a fair trade, it takes 3 shrinky dinks to equal 1 black python, obviously. You guys knew that. I only have 2 shrinky dinks so far. So I've been waiting for some dude to send me a picture of his. Right? Just take one for the team. This isn't even about you. It's not something much bigger. Let's see, about me, let's see, I'm 2 years sober. Fine. I mean, it's great, it's just now I have to take responsibility for every single thing I do. It's really dumb, I know, well, yeah. I can't say, "Oh, sorry, I was drunk, I didn't mean to say that." No, I was sober. Should have realized I had a drinking problem early on. Probably when I started peeing my pants at parties. I thought it was a great time saver. But now, I choose to do that. I'm taking my power back. But I remember one time, clearly, being at a party, having pissed myself, and thinking, "Wow, I am 1 year sober today." Incredible. Somebody just told me the other day that I was the prettiest comedian in Illinois. I was expecting an applause, but whatever. It's nice, but that's like being homecoming queen of rehab. Which I was. I did go to rehab. I had myself a rehab boyfriend. It happens. Because when you take away an addiction, you have to substitute it with something instead of actually working on yourself. But dating in rehab is pretty much like elementary school. You say you're going out, but you don't actually go anywhere. And you just look at each other and pass each other notes. But these notes are dripping with sexual tension and mental illness. I've read the filthiest things to this dude. But a counselor found one of the notes because stupid rehab boyfriend couldn't flush it down the toilet like he was supposed to. Idiot. So all the counselors read it. And some of them couldn't look at me in the eyes for the rest of my time there because it was pretty disturbing to them. And my counselor pulled me into the office with a note. He's like, "Cassandra, what is this?" And I said, "What?" He said, "It's cool." It wasn't. He's like, "This is just a lot." And I said, "Are you shaming me for my sexual expression?" And he said, "No, this is rehab, though. You're not supposed to date. You're supposed to work on yourself, figure out what's going on in your head." I said, "That's what's going on in my head." That's what happens when I don't have alcohol. Everything mentioned something about duct tape and cabbage patch dolls in there. Probably need to dive into that one. Why don't you just let me, who's 35 at the time, and my 26-year-old rehab boyfriend, enjoy a very meaningful relationship for the next 21 days. Because that's how long insurance will pay for it. We broke up. Well, I just stopped accepting his notes. Because Cabbage Patch Dolls was a vegetarian dish. And I asked him, I was like, do you like the show Friends? He's like, I didn't really watch it, but my mom did. Oh, what else can I tell you about? So I don't really date anymore. My husband's against it. I'm not married. I'm single. But 100% of my relationships have failed. So why would I want to break that streak? You know? I do have an unusual turn on. Do you guys want to hear it? Okay, great. It's respect. It's not very common. Yeah. But if a guy values my opinion, stop it. If a guy respects me, I want him to disrespect me, you know? Like, okay, I'll be Rover Swain, you overturn me and throw me out. How do you role play that? I don't know. Figure it out. Oh yeah, in rehab, my nickname was Classy Cassie. I guess because I enunciate when I speak. That's not really fair because I have all my teeth. But I think my nickname should be Good Luck Chuck. Have you guys seen that movie? Well, if you haven't, I wouldn't recommend it. It's basically these women are dating this guy, and the next guy they date or see is their husband. So all these women are dating this character Chuck in order to find their husband, right? So I'm Good Luck Chuck because the majority of my exes have married the next girl they dated after me, okay? So if you dated me, you will probably marry the next girl after me, okay? If you slept with me, you probably have HPV. I don't know, it's normal. It's a common thing. What else can I tell you about? How are you guys doing tonight anyway? Yeah. How many drinks are you in? Because I would be at like 7 if I did that. No one's gonna share. Okay, whatever. 2? Let's see. So I don't date, but if I do, it appears that I exclusively date guys who live in sober living houses. I just like to feel in control, I guess. But one good thing about dating them is they can't stay the night at my house. Yeah, some of you know. Sober living houses have curfews to protect the community. Yes. But it's like, oh, I wish you could stay the night, but you have curfew. You gotta go home by midnight, you'll turn into a crack pipe. And then I call them an Uber and I push them at my door. Because of course they don't have a license. Do you think I'm gonna pick them up or drive them home? I don't mind picking them up, but driving them home feels like some weird school drop-off situation. Like, okay, we're here. Do you have all your things? No? Why not? I told you to get them before we left. We're not going back. Alright, now, play nice with the other boys. Because I don't want to get a call from you, ever. But speaking of school, I do have a daughter. Any parents there? Well, I don't really care. It's just a segment. But she's 8. She's awesome. She's kind of concerning sometimes. Because one time she just randomly told me, she said, so I just searched how to make a live cat out of organs made out of cardboard. And it only brought up cardboard cats. And I said, thank God. Right? I can only imagine what it would have brought up if we didn't have those restrictions on there. Like Google's like, oh, I see you like creating animals. What about these videos of back alley taxidermy? Yeah, she would love that. That would be her favorite. But no, not for me. She's very smart though. We were at the car dealership looking for a car, and she asked the car salesman, she said, "Do you have a sucker?" And he said, kind of in a cute way, he's like, "Well, how much do you love me?" And she said, "0." And he's like, "Okay, well, I happen to have a sucker in my pocket, you can have it." She said, "Thank you." And he said, "Well, how much do you love me now?" And she said, "Still 0." "That's right. She owes you nothing for that sucker, sir." I did not buy a car. I stole it. No, but she's smart. She doesn't understand the big picture sometimes. Like one time we were in the car and this commercial, I guess, came on the radio. I don't know if you guys get it here, but it was just this woman saying, "Every 30 seconds, a child in the United States is kidnapped. Please donate your vehicle." I don't know how those are related. Trading cars for kids. Or it could be not an anti-kidnapping act. Maybe they're looking for more kidnapped vehicles. Maybe kidnappers are facing a financial crisis, people, and they need our assistance in kidnapping our children. I should really listen to the rest of the ad. Anyway, I used it as an opportunity to talk about stranger danger. Don't talk to strangers, blah, blah, blah. Then I asked my daughter, I said, "Okay, so say you're walking alone and someone comes up to you, says they have a bunch of cats in their car. What would you do?" She loves cats, like an autistic amount. And what would you do? She took a moment and she said, "Well, how long has it been?" And I said, "How long has what been?" She said, "Since the last kid was kidnapped." And then she continued and said, "Because if it hasn't been 30 seconds yet, I'm good." So she's no longer allowed to go outside. All right, that's all for me. Thank you guys.